What's up everybody, Broskadamus here, and we're finally back, and am I glad to be back. My work schedule is finally settled in, and I will be working a static schedule from now on, so that means that we'll finally be able to move into more regular content. Now this video is going to be a little short because I didn't realize that this was a singular unit fight. I'm fighting a boss, and that's it. I over-prepared for it because I haven't played this game in a while. But with this introduction here, we got a little bit of time to talk real quick as I get reacquainted with where I left off. I want to thank you guys for sticking around while I adjusted to the new job and everything. It's been interesting because my schedule's moved around a lot, and I'm happy with where it's at now, and it's going to stay that way for quite some time. And it gives me time to make videos regularly again. And, well, although this is a short episode, think of it as a preview for regular content to come. I have another video I've already recorded at this point. I thought about combining the two videos, but I thought it would be better if I just stuck with my regular scheme. That way I don't deviate, it doesn't create any confusion, and I know where I'm at, and I don't start losing track of what I'm doing. When it comes to this playthrough, I like to try to keep the episodes individual, so if I miss something or if I make a mistake, you guys can chime in and let me know. Or if you guys want to see something different, if you guys want to see me do something different, play a certain class, or do something specific, you can always let me know. I don't like getting too far ahead, so I can actually utilize the feedback, so it's not like, okay, well, I'll utilize that in 6 to 8 episodes down the line because I have a huge already completed backlog. I do have somewhat of a backlog, but the audio is not recorded for all of them yet. I was able to record, just never had time to record the audio, so I do have a couple of videos in the backlog here, but after that they're all fresh. So what I found for my recording software was I actually had an issue over the last couple of weeks with it, and I dropped something. Oh, I'll look for it later. I had an issue with it, as I don't really know how to describe it. It would be recording and then it would crash. So I wasn't able to pinpoint what it was, but I uninstalled it. I use DxTory for these. I have a couple of recording software that I use for various things, but DxTory seems to work really well with this. And I uninstalled it, reinstalled my codecs, and I haven't had trouble with it. So I'm hoping that it's just one of those fluke things. You know, an update got corrupted or something, and we're good. So that should also assist in getting these things done. Now, there's not much to say about the actual mission in this episode. This one's gonna be kind of weak, so I apologize for that in advance, but it turned out to be a lot easier than I expected. I definitely over-prepared, but there is time in the episode, as you can see in the background here, that we're preparing and reorganizing, setting up for our dispatch missions, and getting reacquainted now that the clan menus and everything in Clan Wars have started. So I'm shooting for regular episodes now, roughly every other day. There may be some variation here and there. Maybe, you know, I'll have a couple of videos every day, and then I'll have a couple of videos every other day, or every once in a while I'll have a video and then it'll be 2 days before I have another video. It all kind of depends on if things come up or if I have to run errands or whatever comes up. But should be expecting roughly every other day from here on out for this series, and that leaves me with additional time to actually work on some other stuff. And if you're still listening to this, because I will be putting an annotation so you can skip all this preparatory nonsense and me just talking over me preparing in-game, so you can just get right to the mission if you like. But if you're actually listening to this still, I appreciate it. And I would like to, toward the end of the video, I'll talk about it more, so just in case you do skip it, you're not punished. Because a lot of this is just nonsense that doesn't have anything to do with the video at hand. But I will be talking about something I'd like to do for everybody who's stuck around while I've been gone, because I really appreciate it. And I know I only got a little over 50 subscribers, but I don't know, that's exciting for me. There's 50 plus people who think that my stuff's interesting enough to watch regularly, or at least care about watching regularly. And I appreciate it. So I'll be talking about that briefly at the end of the video, and I'll try to figure something out as to what I want to do with that, whether that's a giveaway or a special video or whatever you guys want. Just message me and let me know, because I'd really like to do something special with coming back and getting time to actually do these things. So I'm gonna be starting another series, a more long-term series soon. But we're all set up. Let's actually get into the mission. And for those of you who have skipped to this point, welcome back. You didn't miss anything, just me talking about the channel and various things, nothing to do with the mission. Now that we're at the mission, we can actually talk about it. I'm able to bring 3 units on this mission. And you'll notice pretty quick that I kind of agonize over it as I readjust to my controls here from being away on my controller for a little while. I did have to reset my controller, so I had to redo my keys, so I forgot them. Or my button layout, I should say. For this mission, you have 1 thief. It's not an ordinary thief, of course. He's got excellent equipment. He's got good distance movement with the shinobi boots. That's not what they're called, by the way. We'll see it in a second. I've totally blanked on the name. But they're basically the ninja shoes that give you boosted movement. The main thing I've noticed is he's got another moveset that I imagine is just a custom moveset. And I was scared to look at it. Just like the mission before this where my game actually crashed while looking at a custom moveset. I don't think that's the case for all of it, of course. It's just made me afraid. So in the future, I will check the custom movesets just to see. That might just be a bug. I mean, it's a hack after all. But here's me checking finally the laws. And the laws for swords actually scared me a little bit. I had forgotten what counted as an actual sword. I took a chance, because Marsh here has a greatsword equipped, which does count as something different. I'd forgotten, it's been a while. But I took a chance because I was pretty sure that it didn't count as a regular sword. But when we get to Yave here, he has a sword and he's got no alternative. So I do choose to switch him out. And I do keep hitting that same button to bring up the start battle several times because of the remapping of my controller. I don't know if it's just from playing on the actual PlayStation 3 or not, but it seems to be hard-coded in my memory that I want to open up my menu with start, and it keeps trying to get me to start the actual match. I am a bit rusty, but when it comes to this mission, I feel like it wasn't luck that made this mission easy, it's just not a difficult mission. This particular mission. So here's me checking, and I have no alternatives here as I move through and make sure these are all labeled as swords. And of course, after I saw these were actually labeled as just a straight sword, I was 99.9% sure Marsh's greatsword wasn't going to evoke the wrath of the judge. I've been wrong before, but I was confident enough to go with it. So I decided to keep the healer, keep Marsh, and I'd like to move into sniping. So I decided to bring the archer. The archer, Colette, she's got, aim leg, she's got ranged attacks, not overly useful right now. I don't feel like, well, definitely archers are useful, but I don't feel like she, as a character right now, is overly useful in the current form that she's in. And I expected more guys to come out. I'd totally forgotten about this mission from when I played way back. I don't know if it's been changed and they removed any other enemies, but I don't believe so. All I know is that they buffed the boss so he had better equipment and more abilities, like this. They gave him Wind Slash. But I lucked out. I don't know how he hit himself. It's probably just me being ignorant and totally forgetting what Wind Slash is. But he hit himself. And now we're checking his equipment. It's the Ninja Tabby. That's what they're called. And Unsanctity. I don't know what that is, but I believe it's one of the new classes movesets that I have yet to see. But I'm still afraid to look at it. So you see me, I thought about it a couple of times looking at it, but then I thought, fuck that. I did a bunch of stuff preparing for this mission and adjusting to my controls again. It's gonna get a little crazy if I have to fucking restart because it crashes. So I decided that, let's not do it. Now, I've kind of put myself in a difficult position here, at least I thought, with kind of where I've cornered myself. I don't want to expose my healer because I have no idea how much damage he can do up close with the weapons he currently has. So I'm a little bit afraid of that, so I want to lock him down, so I'm trying to think of the best place to put my archer here, so I can immobilize. I couldn't get on his side, so I had to fire from the front. And that's indicative of a interesting start. So now, I get to decide what I'm going to do with the White Mage. He's got a massive movement. There's no escape. Darcy's going to have to soak a hit if he chooses to go for him. Go for the White Mage. Let's be ambiguous here. So I decided to go with Protect because I anticipate he's going to run up and smack us. Being a melee class, he's got some ranged capability obviously, but I would imagine he's going to run up and try to lay into us. So I went for the defensive boost. And I tried to set up my units here to protect themselves so only their sides were exposed. And it didn't turn out too bad because I was able to get the speed break. That speed break actually gave Darcy another turn. So I was able to cover magic protection as well. Which I was excited about because these two characters I was almost certain were going to be the next target. But Colette gets another turn because of that speed break. I love speed break. I know that I'm not alone there either. Most of the people I've seen say speed break is amazing and it's actually borderline broken. And we get the immobilize. I go in just to make sure, power break. At this point he's a sitting duck. He has to melee something or use a ranged attack. But I'm not sure how expensive that attack is, and he chooses to poison. And I'm not entirely sure why he chooses to poison instead of just attacking me. Obviously it's there's a move set here that I'm not familiar with, so there's probably a lot that I'm gonna have to adjust to as I try to get these newer classes unlocked so I can try them out, because some of them sound pretty cool. So I just keep being defensive, get around behind him to attack, and when it comes to this fight, I don't know what else to say other than that speed break just crippled him. He didn't get as many turns as I thought. I thought he'd be way faster than this, but speed break is brutal, and that's it. Now, for you guys that have stuck around throughout the entire video, you already know what's coming here. But if you skipped, don't feel bad about skipping because it was a long, nonsensical road that you skipped. But basically, what I was talking about, aside from plans for various things, so if you'd like to go check that, you can. But I would like to do a a giveaway of sorts, or a special video or something, kind of as a reward for everybody who's stuck around. I don't want to like make a big announcement video necessarily. I might do a quick update video, and in that update video I will put what I'm doing for the giveaway or what I'm doing for the special video or what have you. But if you guys have any suggestions for it or any requests or anything, let me know. Message me any way you can. Just message me through YouTube, message me through Twitter if you have that. I know a lot of people don't like Twitter. I need to set up a Facebook page. It'll probably be a lot easier for communication, because sometimes YouTube's a little shaky. You can comment if you want. Whatever you want to do. I'll make a quick update video and fill in everything that I've left out here. And I'd like to do a giveaway. Obviously, if I do a giveaway, I'll probably still do the bonus video. But if you have any requests for that, let me know. And if I do the giveaway, I mean, I don't have a lot of money to spend on it, but I will do my very best at what I can do. But I'd like to hear from you guys, and just to let me know what you guys want or any requests for that specific video. And I'd like to thank you again for watching and for sticking around while I was readjusting this stuff, and you can look forward to more regular content very, very soon. So, thanks again, and I'll see you guys later.